Hello and welcome to the third round of 128 of the 2022 ShuffleIT Championship. I am playing against Nerdbound, who is a very good player. Hasn't played in League for a while, I believe, but was in B&O at one point. So it should be a tough match. Same format. First to 3.5 wins, and tiebreaker deciding game if necessary, which is won on ties by second player. So let's see, we've got Doctor Vampire for trashing. Looks like the only plus buy is Fortune. We do have gains from Vampire and Ball, and I guess Treasure Trove if you want to look at it that way. How crazy is it to open Expedition and just try to hit Vampire? So if we do that, we hit Vampire unless we draw exactly 2 estates, which is 2 in 5 times 1 in 4 chance, or that's 1 in 5. Can I math? I don't know if I can math. Did I say 2 in 5 times 1 in 4? So 1 in 10. Okay. That's pretty good. I think I like it. You probably will eventually want Treasure Trove. I don't think that's super important to be thinking about right now, but okay, this is actually a perfect draw because we, like, if hitting 6 here wouldn't really do anything. Okay, so we could Expedition again to guarantee the Vampire, but I think I'm just going to gamble on seeing it because if we Expedition, it kind of misses the shuffle anyway, and I want to like gain cards and put them in my deck. So the question is, do we want a Gladiator? Do we even want to try to get to Fortune or not? We don't really need to hit high price points all that much in the early going here, so I don't really like Gladiator too much. Border Guard for sifting, definitely nice. Crossroads could high roll. We don't really need terminal space here. There's not much in the way of draw. There's just Apothecary. Or Crossroads itself. Huh. So maybe we're not going to thin that aggressively. Like, it's going to be hard to make Crossroads draw work is the thing. Like, do we not trash estates? I don't know about that. Getting Apothecaries seems annoying because of the lack of buys. Well, I think I'll take a Border Guard as opposed to a Crossroads. We do see the Vampire. Envious doesn't matter. Gladiator. You pick up a Gladiator. That does mean that we're probably eventually going to see Fortune, which makes Apothecary look better. We want another. We could Expedition here. The advantage of that, we might be able to hit 5 again. Maybe get another vampire. Yeah, I think I'm... while still trashing with the bat. I think I'm down for that. And I think I will take a relic as well. The attack should be pretty good. Well, we did not find the bat. It's pretty unfortunate. I think I'm going to take another vampire, as I said. Thinking about just not playing with a carry. Ultimately, we do that. We try to draw with Crossroads, or we just don't really try to draw too much. Like, I mean, we can do expeditions, but obviously that's pretty limited. Hitting 3 again is pretty annoying. Take another Border Guard. Still don't really care about Gladiator. Crossroads is about to get a lot worse. We could take an expedition. Which, yeah, it's probably the best option. Our vampire misses. Cool. We could, maybe we should take a potion. We could ball here. Take like potion and plaza. If we get some apothecaries, we can do like plaza apothecary stuff, I guess. Guess. And it also will, if we take Treasure Trove at some point, will help. Hooray. Well, that'll be another Border Guard. And it's got to be too early for Treasure Trove, right? So Plaza can't be better than Bazaar. Do we just take Bazaar in anticipation of eventually getting Crossroads and wanting the actions? I think so. Well, we gonna buy an expedition here? Probably. So I think I top deck the plaza because it doesn't do anything this turn. Ow. Okay. That's really obnoxious. I did not realize I was going to get double vampired, or else I would have done something else. Do I want another border guard? I guess so. I don't think Crossroads is doing much for me. Ugh. It's... Yeah, I think it's still Expedition. And then... probably another Bazaar, and we'll look at maybe taking Treasure Trove this shuffle. Maybe. We still haven't... Yeah, we only just now see the potion as a thing. Fortune's coming up. Really unfortunate how often I've bottom decked my night cards this game. Oh, wow. Okay. I do want this bat. I think I take... Well... Huh. If I take the border guard... I guess I might find my estate. I also might find my relic. Might not be able to track... Well, if I find the relic, or the estate... Yeah, no, I guess... Gotta be better to take the Bazaar. I think? I'm actually totally sure about that. No, it had to be better because I cleared the token and I wouldn't have gotten to trash that copper anyway because I would need to play it to buy an apothecary. Oh man, this turn is looking good for nerdbound. Hopefully they didn't find the gladiator, because they're gonna have so much money. That they would probably be able to buy fortune. Oh, okay. I have at least 5 coppers, but I guess they're planning to trash some of them. I don't know what on earth all those 7 cards are. 2 of them are coppers. I guess 2 of them are bats. Maybe one of them's an estate. Coppers, 2 bats, estate. That's still a couple cards short. I'm confused. Crossroads makes sense. You just took a province. Although, when you're about to reveal fortune, I don't know about that. Oh, the potion. Interesting. Okay. Guess that kind of makes sense. Well, gotta take the vampire, I guess. Take Plaza or do I take Expedition? Like, we're anticipating the Gladiator, right? So I really want to be able to afford Fortune. So I think I'm going to take Expedition. And we go ahead and take a Treasure Trove. Now. I think so. Right, there it is. But you don't have enough money. Not sure, given that. I mean, I could always choose not to reveal whatever, but I feel like it is nerdbound. I would have revealed Copper. Or not played the Gladiator, depending on what they want to buy. I think Apothecary first. Didn't have so many coppers last turn. Okay, cool. Now we Border Guard. Czar. So we've got 5, 6 here. We need better than that. We know we have Treasure Trove Relic here, right? So 5. So we have 9. So we could take the bat and still trash a copper. Right? Right. Although we trash the potion instead so that we skip a debt, or is that not important? I'm not sure. You could definitely see wanting to trash the potion either way, I guess. Nah, I think the debt, it's better to have the debt and not have the copper. That's a pretty good hit, probably. All right. Honestly wondering if Border Guard is better than whatever else at this point. Might be. One Apothecary. We'll just have to make do. Immediately find Fortune, which is great. No Fortune for you again is also great. It's gotta be Vampire, right? Don't have the minus card token. I think 6 debt paid off. Pretty reasonable. The Gladiator doesn't really hurt. Do we want Bazaar or do we want... We could also take Duchy in anticipation of getting some Crossroads. Piles aren't super low, but... I think I'm going to do that, actually. So that getting the Fortune there actually turned out to be not so great because of the Vampire attack. Like, we didn't get to double those coppers, which is a pretty big loss. We didn't find our Apothecary. Not that we were super likely to, but... Still think I've got to be ahead, given that Nerdbound doesn't even have the Fortune yet. Okay, now Fortune. Think Apothecary's better. Oof, maybe not. Maybe not. Expedition here, or do we take the Crossroads? I think I prefer Expedition. Dang, they found the bat with the curse. Keeping the estate, though. With 1 Crossroads in the deck. Oh, I guess they've got 2. Okay. Gotta take the Fortune. That's awkward. That's really awkward. I think I'm gonna skip that. Ooh, boy. We do have a fair bit of copper down there. Skipping a gold, though, is pretty bad, potentially. If, like, worst case scenario, we have 12 coins, which is not enough for Province Ball. But the odds that we have that, yeah, it's gotta be, I think it's gotta be Apothecary. Yeah, okay. So I guess we will keep the estate then. Probably trash 2 coppers. I mean, we could just double, but I do want some crossroads in my deck. I think Province double crossroads. Might have taken that duchy too early. Now that I'm realizing how long it took me to find the or to pick up the crossroads. Oh, we lost the horn. That's going to be hard to get back. I was a little afraid of that when I took the lantern, but I couldn't really justify not taking it. Ah, I found the fortune. Dang. Maybe I should have kept the copper and discarded the bat, but I don't know. Suddenly, I feel like I'm behind. I mean, maybe I was the whole time. I don't know. Don't have the card token, so we could take copper, trash copper by expedition. Could take gold, not trash, by duchy or ball. Or we take Bazaar and roll the dice on having a better turn. Can't be all that much better, but I'm gonna take the Bazaar. All right, I think expedition. I will trash the estate. Maybe that's a mistake, but you wanted the vampire. Okay, we want. I mean, just taking Well, the order doesn't matter. I'll look at 3 cards. Taking the gold would be pretty good. 14 coins. Crossroads can't be the pick. The question is whether we should take the border guard instead. We have 8 coins without the gold, which is not bad. I think I'm going to take the border guard. Okay. Gonna get the horn back. I don't really want to trigger a shuffle, right? So this has got to be province, crossroads, vampire for duchy. No, never mind about the horn. Oh my gosh. Are you gonna just double province here? Do you have a vampire? You don't. Interesting. Okay. Oh, that's not good. Guess I gotta take the relic. Well, we're not gonna touch province. That much is clear. So I guess we're taking double duchy. Bold move by nerdbound to just go ahead and double province there, because like I could potentially hit double plus duchy, but I guess I didn't. I feel like the total amount of draw in my deck should be as good as it's been the entire game, but it doesn't matter if I don't line it up. And not only did I not line it up there, I won't this turn either, because, you know, border guard by itself can't get the job done, unfortunately. So I have to hope that, although I guess if I hit double province, I don't know how I would hit double province off of this hand. I'd have to find Bazaar and then Bazaar into Fortune multiple times. Actually, multiple Bazaars. That is pretty rough. Nerdbound only has 2 coins. That's very good, because the Can't Expedition estate doesn't really matter. Right, well, it's gotta be Fortune. And I guess we're emptying the duchies here. Wait, what? I think that was literally just a misclick. Like, I don't even know what I was doing there. Hey, look, crossroads in green. Oh god, that's not good. That's not good. Oh, alright. It's not as bad as I thought. Still bad. It's not as bad as I thought. We could get there yet. Fortune should be enough for a tie. Wait, or maybe we can we ball for 2 estates? I think so. Yeah. Wee! I don't know that I can really say that I played better in that game. That was such a... I don't know. It was a messy game. I'll certainly take the win. All right, and it was a long one. So we've got... No trashing? We can trash action cards. Cool. We can trash them into like city quarters and captains and stuff, so that's not bad, especially with Sycophant. Okay, so goal here is what? To get a bunch of draw. Is there any plus buy? There is not. Okay. Maybe single provincing. There is Hill Fort for gains and Workshop for gains. Those obviously have their limitations. So lack of plus buy does make the Word Workers Guild thing less exciting for sure. So maybe we don't focus so much on that. We could go like Exploration Workshop or Courier Workshop. Exploration would help us hit Captain. I guess if they collided, we could trash one of them though, right? So maybe Courier Workshop is better. And then potentially we could play the Workshop twice if we high roll. Yeah, okay. Maybe a double Workshop was actually... Nah. There's no high roll there. Though there is... Well, the high roll is you see it turn 3 and turn 4. Never mind. There's a high roll. Okay. Looks like we low roll here. Well, it's not that bad, though. I mean, we get to pick up like a captain or something. I think we just want to shove actions into our deck, right? So we take another courier. So we can always... Well... There's some synergy between Courier and Sycophant, I guess. But... Bought a tent? I don't know. Alright, I think I'm gonna go... Workshop. I think I will take a Sycophant to get some more tokens, and then we'll trash the Courier into a captain. I don't think we're quite ready for City Quarter. Wait a minute. Oh, I thought... Oh, this doesn't cost my buy. I thought it did. That changes everything. Well, Does that mean that I want to just buy a Sycophant? I think it does. Okay, so this is going to become another captain, I think. We're gonna have to pay attention to like the cards in our deck too, because like I mean, hopefully we can get enough draw with City Quarter that we can just see it all. But in terms of museum points, it's gonna be something to pay attention to. Fortunately, we only have 3 coins, so if Nerdbound rotates here, well, they didn't. That's nice of them. Okay. All right. So we're gonna trash you. I think we want another captain. We could go ahead and take a City Quarter and just have that. That's probably fine at this point. Although we've got 5 tokens that we can use to turn into City Quarters. So maybe Captain, let's see, Captain is Sycophant, and then Guard Dog. We could take a Guard Dog, I guess. Alright, this one I'm going to turn into a City Quarter. And then I'm going to buy another Sycophant, I guess. Oh, I guess we're never getting to Hillfort, huh? Too bad the courier has to discard first. I guess... What is the right way to play this? We definitely want to play both the Captain and the Workshop if we can, but the only way to guarantee that is to discard the Courier to like a Sycophant play. Which might be okay, but... it would avoid triggering a shuffle without the Workshop in it. Alternatively, well, no, gaining cards seems really valuable here. I don't want to discard the Workshop and then potentially have to... yeah, it's probably correct to just go Sycophant. Woodworker's Guild is once per turn, right? Yeah. Okay. So Sycophant. Okay, so Courier, Guard Dog. Do we buy City Quarter this turn? I think we probably do buy City Quarter this turn. Think like we don't need more tokens, right? So I'm gonna go Courier. Okay, so here we do captain as... I mean, we could definitely just do captain as courier, I suppose. I guess we could also do workshop. I also want to see what... We can also do guard dog. I want to see what nerdbound does. Like, if garrison is available, then I'm definitely going to want to workshop one. Might want to trash this sycophant into another city quarter. Would be good to get liveries, I suppose, but I think I need the city quarters more right now. I need actions. All right, so let's do guard dog, I guess. Should I play it? I think I should not play the sycophant. Bad. I am not all sure who is got the better line here. Extra captains or city quarters. Okay, now nerdbound is going for them, so maybe it's not such a big difference anyway, or won't be. I think this has got to be courier. We want to go courier again. Like, we want to play this workshop, right? Although, how do we actually do? Do captain as courier now? We stop on the workshop, I guess. Instead of playing the other courier, I think that's correct. And what do we want? Another courier? It's too bad we're not taking advantage of Woodworkers Guild this turn. I don't think we're ready for another workshop. But we might be soon. I think another courier. We buy a captain. Could activate Guard Dog here. Either the one in our hand or Captain as Guard Dog, do Sycophant into Guard Dog. Probably worth doing. Might also want to keep the Guard Dog in hand so that we can trash it. Yeah, I think Captain is Courier. I'm sorry, Captain is Sycophant. Captain is Guard Dog. Definitely be looking at getting a livery. Using supplies as a gainer to feed Woodworkers Guild would also make some sense. I don't know if it's better than Workshop at that, though. I mean, it's not a terminal. But an effect top decks the stop card. It's not an action itself that draws a city quarter. Not sure. Okay. I was wondering whether Nerdbound would province there, but... Wow. Well... Let's redo this. Okay. We do have another courier down there. Probably just Captain and Sycophant to toss this crap, although it doesn't actually do anything, I suppose. Actually, maybe we want to just trash the courier. Well, if we want to buy a province now... Do we? So what? We workshop courier, trash the courier, probably into another captain, or maybe into a livery? Maybe I should take guard dog. Is that better? Nah, probably not. Captain or liver? Horses would be really nice. But I think I need the captain. Okay, this will be captain as possibly just workshop, actually. Maybe pick up a guard dog. There's 4 sycophants in the trash. Nobody has one of those. There's a tent in the trash. 2 couriers. So our museum situation is similar, but Nerdbound has a horse. I guess I could also workshop for supplies. That wouldn't give me anything to trash this turn, but it would next turn. Could also workshop for a workshop. Maybe that's actually the play. Just having that second workshop around in general should be pretty nice. Could also just go guard dog though. I can always courier into a second workshop if I draw the first one. More draw might just be better. Yeah, that's probably better. Yeah, now I want to take livery. I think the horses will be very nice. Granted, it'll be pretty hard to get more than 1 per turn. Couriers are low. Well, I guess with the Woodworkers Guild, you can get 2 per turn. Potentially, at least. And then without needing to workshop for one for something that would generate a horse, I mean. Assume Nerdbound will follow on the province, yeah. Okay. So we do workshop for workshop. And then captain, courier, play captain as courier to play the workshop to gain maybe another guard dog. Already got all the money that we need. Kind of don't want to play this captain, so I can have my captains alternate evenly. Last two cards are what? Province, Copper. Just draw those up. Trash a courier by province. Trash courier and delivery specifically. I guess it was a courier. Did I already flip my province? Oh, I did flip the province. Okay, never mind. We could do Sycophant, Guard Dog this time. We discard the workshop, we can always courier into it. And we get to draw as many cards as if we went double Guard Dog anyway. We don't have a Sycophant. That's something to keep in mind. For museum points, we also don't have a supplies. There's other stuff we can gain too. Silver, tent. Without needing to use our buy or our woodworkers guild, that is. We're probably gonna spend all the rest of our woodworkers guilds on city quarters. Although piles are obviously low. But like having the extra actions will definitely be valuable. Maybe I should have just taken a city quarter instead of a livery, but I think this should be fine. Definitely seems like I screwed up in going for city quarters too early, though. Like, Nerdbound has more captains and now has as many city quarters. Like, what's my real advantage there? I don't really understand wanting the tent now. It's kind of a bad card in the deck compared to like Guard Dog, Courier, or even Workshop or Sycophant. That's not great. We start with Captain as Courier. We could do Captain as Guard Dog. Need city quarters. It's gotta be Guard Dog. Okay, there's one. Okay, we knew Captain as Guard Dog again. 2 in 7 chance to find our last city quarter. Not great. We don't... I suppose we don't really need to. In fact, maybe we just shouldn't even try. Got the Courier, we can trash. Do Captain as Courier to play that Workshop. We don't have the livery. That's the real downside, but okay, so another Guard Dog or another Courier. Do we want piles to be lower? I'm not sure. Maybe we should. Well, we could also take the supplies. No, that's not a terrible card in the deck, but it doesn't synergize. We take the Sycophant. Maybe that's actually the card that we want. And then... I mean, we could go ahead and take the tent now just to make sure that we have it. Is tent better than supplies? It might be. Does make it easier for the opponent to take Garrison. I don't know how much that matters at this point. And there's only so many tents left. If they rotate away, that could be bad. Yeah, alright. I guess I'll take the tent. It's gotta be city quarter, I think. I'm not sure why... You know we have a city quarter here. I'm not sure why the score is so close here. I know you have a horse that I don't have, and you have supplies I don't have. I guess that's enough to do it. Yeah, okay. But I can get those things. And you can get a silver. That's, unless you rotate here, that's it. If you do take silver, rotate, and then take Garrison, I can't quite compete with that. Might end up having to dip into Duchy. I might have to do that anyway, I suppose. And I guess the ideal case is that like somehow I play Workshop, gain Garrison, rotate with the tent play, and then gain, and then trash into Hillfort or Stronghold, but it seems unlikely. Once again, the question is, so should we sacrifice a card of draw off the city quarter in order to get +1 action by chucking probably Courier? Miles are quite low. Not quite low enough, probably. Although, well, we have enough actions to play captains as workshops. That's hard to do. Five, you need 6 gains to win. I don't think you have 6 gains. 1 workshop and 2 more captains. That's 3. And then a buy, and then a trash with Woodworkers Guild. That's 5. Yeah. Shouldn't quite be enough. Doesn't make me wonder whether Ollie could possibly be set up for a win here, depending on what Nerdbound does. Like if I play Captain as Workshop twice, that seems kind of insane. I guess depending on what Nerdbound does, I wouldn't need to play the first captains. I could wait until the other captains, but like I potentially have the 6 gains if I start with Captain as Workshop. So even if they don't lower piles anymore, but that again seems like really hard. They have the gains too, so I might need to get more points, which is going to be difficult. I might just be losing this game, is the conclusion, I think. It's just so hard to get the actions. Okay, you do rotate. And I guess... Nerdbound buys Province, which, I mean, seems very likely. There's some sort of cleanup phase here? I don't understand. Okay, yeah, I'm probably just losing because I don't... If I... 6 gains would give me a losing tie. I guess if I get the horse from livery, though, that would actually be a win. I'd have to have something to trash into one of these actions. Man. So it'd be, I mean, the odds are probably better than like a line where I Because nerdbound can too easily empty piles, right? Like with the 6 coin. Oh, they don't actually have all 3 captains in play somehow, but 6 draw from Garrison is just so much. Like they're going to be able to get those things into play and workshop for the remaining cards. So I think I need to go for it. So if I double workshop, what am I workshopping for? Does it matter? It probably doesn't matter too much. But maybe like if I take a sycophant now, I could courier the sycophant to activate the guard dog. Oh, but then I don't have an action. Never mind, that doesn't work. I have to courier the city quarter. It doesn't really matter what I take. I mean, I might later activate a sycophant, I guess. Maybe I split the difference then. Okay. So now we do captain. Oh, we have to play the captain as workshop. Ugh. We have to. Which means we have to play guard dog. Yeah, okay, that didn't work. Well. We are not in a good way here. Not in a good way. Probably could just resign, but I guess I'll buy a duchy. I don't see any way that Nerdbound isn't winning here. I don't know how they would possibly dud with that 6 draw from Garrison. I probably should have tried to get that myself at some point. It wouldn't have been that hard, but yeah, I think the difference in this game has been the extra captains. I went for city quarters too early. And I probably should have taken a city quarter over the livery. I'm not sure if that would have changed the city quarter split, but it might have. Taking the livery later. I mean, it probably wasn't that far off, right? If I draw the city quarter there with the guard dog. I do still need to find my other captain as well. Yeah, it's probably pretty far away. I just needed to have, I needed a better starting hand, probably. I mean, needing to play the captains as workshops was obviously not helpful. Okay, they drew jack. Let's just... not even bother. Oh, that game was even longer. Jesus. All right, so we have a 5-2 with donate. Wonder. So we could go replace. I don't know what we're really replacing into exactly. You go attic, I guess. It's got to be a 5 into donate, right? Like, if there's like a rebuild rush strategy that wins, actually. Does it involve donate? Like, that is to say, well, it would have to, I think, but like if you. But like, I don't know. I'm not too keen on that. Maybe I should be. There is once again no plus buy. So the gains are from Kiln, Replace, and Paddock and Chester. Which does kind of suggest that rebuild could make sense. I would really rather that rebuild was not on this board, so I didn't have to think about this line. Rebuild donate is such a weird opening, but you'd want to keep all 3 estates, and obviously the rebuild. The rebuild doesn't do anything if you have a 5-card hand, so I guess you would keep a minimum of 2 coppers, but probably actually 3. Takes you 2 turns to pay off debt, maybe. Depends on how things shake out. Maybe 3 turns. And in that time, you get to rebuild some number of times, but maybe not every time. You can turtle the rebuild if you see all of your estates, I guess, which is nice, but you still could easily end up in a situation where you just have bum turns. So the thing about Kiln is you don't really have anything to gain with it until you pay off debt, and that potentially takes a while. Unlike this, if you keep 3 coppers, and on the second turn you have 6 debt, then you have 1 debt, which means you have 4 coins, which means you can buy a silver, or a bounty hunter, I guess, actually. Can you do a golden deck with that? Like, okay, hold on. Kiln, copper, copper, copper. And then you buy a bounty hunter. That's 5 cards. You bounty hunt the copper. You have 7 coins. You buy a gold. Next turn, you don't get the money from the bounty hunter, but you do get the money from the gold. You kiln the gold, and then the next turn you start having 8 coins. Huh. Yeah, I think that works. If you can only keep 2 coppers, then you have 2 debt, and you still can't buy. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna try this. It's possible that bounty hunter is just as good as kiln here because you can get to the kiln basically just as quickly. And you get the estate too. I don't know. Wait, I'm gonna have one dead. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, hopefully the estate doesn't sink me. It might. It might. I feel like, yeah, nerdbound buys kiln here, and I think I just deterministically lose. And it's not even about the kiln versus bounty hunter thing. It's just about first player. Or well, I guess it kind of is because the bounty hunter is why nerdbound was able to keep an estate. So maybe I was supposed to. Maybe, well, okay, they didn't take kiln. Maybe paddock is good enough anyway. I don't know. Replace could hurt me. It's true. There's something I should do about that. I could take, so I don't. I can province next turn. I could take capital city. My assumption is what's going to happen is nerdbound's going to replace coppers into estates to attack me. Yeah, I think I need to take capital city. Well, the other thing is that there's the potential for, yeah, it's got to be capital city and then replace. It doesn't make any sense to take the replace first. We can turtle the capital city and buy the replace and bounty hunt the copper. We can also now like replace gold into province, or yeah, every turn starting next turn. Maybe I was meant to be able to kill in the gold here, though, but no, I think this is fine. I think I'm winning now. I think. All right. We don't really have anything to... Oh no, we do. We'll have 5 coins. So we'll take another capital city. We could turtle the bounty hunter, but I don't think I want to because I want to make sure that I find it. I guess we could actually fail to draw here. Maybe we do need a paddock. Yeah. Capital City, Bounty Hunter, and Kilner down here. Yeah, I guess it's because we didn't bounty hunt this turn. Well, the cursing should still hurt our opponent. So it should help offset things. Yeah, I regret not turtling the bounty hunter. That would have... I mean, I didn't know I was going to get the province in hand, but since I did, and the odds were in my favor, I could have gotten the 3 coins and spent them to draw with Capital City. Mistake. Yeah, I think Paddock will be what we'll pick up here if we can. Well, I guess there's probably no way that we can't. Like if we draw the bounty hunter, we'll have 6 coins. If we draw the kiln, we'll have 5 coins. We're going to draw one of the 2, even if not, even if it isn't the next card. I guess we probably prefer the bounty hunter. Doesn't matter what we prefer, of course. Interesting. Also interesting. That not clear to me that that's so good. I guess I could discard... What happens if I discard Capital City Gold? That does work, right? Discard Capital City Gold. I don't get to kiln the gold. That's the problem. Yeah, that's probably not good. Well, I guess I don't get to anyway. Maybe it's too late for Attic. It's like in this shuffle, it doesn't draw cards. Maybe I should just take Advisor. I'm also down to 1 gold, so one could argue that I need a gold. I can bounty hunt the curse. That plus Kiln gets me to 5 coins, but not to 6. I think I'm going to take a gold, but I'm not confident. Gold is it's really the only way that I can threaten a true double. I am jealous of the draw that Nerdbound has. Probably shouldn't have zeroed in so hard on that like golden deck idea, given that there was an attack on the board. 2 attacks actually, but Jester wouldn't have really affected it. We can discard the province this time with Capital City. We draw the other Capital City, we can Kiln. And then play Capital City and use the coins to draw. Although, if we need to do that, then we won't have... Yeah, I think I would be in a much, much stronger position if I had turtled that bounty hunter. I mean, there was a risk, but I think overall, it was essentially riskier not to. I mean, could have always returtled it, of course. I was just worried about needing the coins that turn, but that was probably wrong anyway. Nerdbound get a true double? I don't think so, right? Because they have no gold. Maybe they can't even take a province here now that they've done that. I don't think they can. They probably don't want to anyway. Or I guess maybe they still have the silver. They still have the silver. They might have a copper. 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. I guess they do still have a copper, so maybe they can afford province. So then the question becomes, do they risk the I double, which I can do, but it's hard. It's unlikely. I have to see Kiln, gold, gold, Bounty Hunter, curse, and replace. How is that even possible? I have to play Capital City. Maybe that isn't possible, actually. If I oh, rebuild, hello. That's not the direction I was expecting this to go. Okay, so we can do replace gold into province by a duchy. We can do replace province into province by a province. That seems really bad. Do you have set aside? Capital City. I wonder. We could also like. I don't know. If I take province duchy, how likely do I think nerdbound is to be able to empty the provinces? It does seem pretty likely, honestly. It does seem pretty likely with the replace and the rebuild. So what I could do is replace gold into duchy, kiln the gold by a duchy. Seems like my deck is just not gonna make it through if I do that, but I guess now we bounty hunt duchy and then we play capital city. We don't necessarily have to discard. Yeah, I think this while we did have like a different build sequence here, I think mostly this is coming down to first player. It's just the extra turn is so strong. It's also very possible that Nerdbound can empty provinces right now. Rebuild into the duchy. Replace province into province by province. Although I don't know that they have the coins to buy the province. I don't know what they'd be bounty hunting. Like the duchy doesn't work because they need to rebuild it. I guess they could rebuild a province if they have enough provinces. I think they do, though, right? I have 2 provinces. There's one in the trash. It means they have 2 provinces. They have 2 provinces, a duchy, and 2 curses. Yeah, that maths. And they have... So they only have... And one of them is in exile, so the other one's in their deck. So like if they replace... I guess if they have it in hand, they can replace province into province and then play rebuild. Naming, well, not province. Yeah. And then if they've got bounty hunter, duchy, that's 3 coins. Silver, copper. I think they still have a copper. So they probably can do it, but it might depend on their draws. I'm not totally sure. I mean, they still have horses, so in theory, it probably shouldn't depend on their draws. I think they should just have it, unless I'm wrong about the copper. Which I don't know how I would be. 8 and 3 is 11, and 2 is 13. They have to still have a cop. What? What? What were they missing there that made that make sense? Okay, it can't be wrong to discard for the coins at this point, can it? I mean, I guess if I have the province, I can mill a province, but that Well, I can just discard Curse Duchy, except I might want to do Curse into a state. Hmm. Well, it's going to be discard anyway. And Duchy is clearly one of them. The thing is, if I mill province and buy province, I'm only up by a province and a bit, and they can definitely beat that. If I don't touch province, I mean, I guess in theory, I should be able to hit province without milling one. But maybe only in theory. I think we really want to junk here. Well, maybe it doesn't even matter. Yeah, I think we do. Okay, so do we double duchy again? Oh. Like province and replace curse seems obviously losing. Curse into a state. I guess we could kill and replace if we do that. Well, I guess we could kill it either way. I think killing the replace is a good idea. The estate gives me another target for bounty hunter, which is part of the reason I want to go that direction. Now, maybe I meant to take, again, like another capital city or an advisor or something. I mean, I'm probably just going to lose right away, but given all that turtling. But assuming I don't, what's the most likely scenario? Nerdbound takes like 2 provinces and a duchy, and I need, which puts him 2 provinces up, and I need province double duchy. If I don't take another duchy, I need province duchy. Oh. I could see it being correct to just take another capital city. Just to make sure I can find stuff. Although with no net, with not much net draw, I mean, I can do a little bit with bounty hunter and kiln. It's gonna be hard to get replace and targets, bounty hunter target, all that into hand. Advisor does help with that. Or I could just take a duchy, because I'm gonna kind of need it anyway. I think I take the duchy, but I'm not really. I'm very uncertain. Starting with rebuild. Interesting. That you buy an okay, you did buy duchy. Okay. I was gonna say otherwise that would seem wrong to me. Having the replaced turtled could actually hurt nerdbound, it occurs to me. I don't know why I didn't think about this until now, but because they might not find the target that they need with the replace. I should have thought about that. Damn. Because that could... Yeah. I don't know if that would have changed what I should do or the calculation, but... Okay. Maybe we just win. Wait, why would you do that before playing Capital City? Oh, because you didn't have Capital City set aside. I see. Yeah, that's actually pretty awkward. How do you possibly get another province here? I don't understand. Oh man, I feel like I should have lost this game, but now I feel like I'm gonna win it. I mean, maybe you have enough horses in your deck that you're gonna... But where do you get the money from? You just spent 2 coins to draw, too. So that's your bounty hunter coins mostly gone. You got like... Wow. Okay. Well, that was not the way that I expected that to go in multiple respects. Jeez. 2 hours for 3 games. Good pacing. Also, all second player victories. I really don't feel like that one should have been. And I don't say that to like bash nerdbound. Like, there was a tough board, but I just am surprised. That's all. All right, so hideout, investment, trade, and I suppose trader for trashing. We've got advisor, draw, but no. Oh no, hideout for village. Okay, and there is maybe trader actually is relevant. It's hideout food. It's also trader in Feodum. And trade. I am pretty tempted to go like trader workshop here. Is that terrible? I don't know. Maybe it's terrible. I think it's what I'm gonna do. Plan is simple. Get all the silvers and some Feodums. Classic trader opening. Expected by all. Bandit could actually be relevant here, although not probably super relevant. Yay, we didn't collide. Do we want another trader? Do we want a Feodum right away? We want 2 Feodums right away. I think one more trader is probably got to be correct. And then maybe we do go ahead and take a Feodum now. 3 traders. I don't know. We're not going to hit 4 again next turn, that's for sure. I mean, okay, it's... No, it is for sure. It is definitely for sure. I think... It's Feodum. I doubt. Oh. So do we trade a copper for a silver here? Or do we... I'd like just buy a Feodum, I guess, but... I feel like hitting 4 at all is going to be... Well, I guess no, we're going to have plenty of silvers in the deck. And in fact, we'll get more efficient trades later. I think I'm just going to take another Feodum. Get him while the getting's good. This is actually... Oh, we're going to collide our workshop and our trader next turn. Dang. What are we meant to do here? We could... I can't... Is it too greedy to not trash the Feodum for 7 silvers? Getting rid of the last estate does seem kind of nice. This might be too greedy. I don't know. Okay, so do we trash a copper or do we trash the other trader? I think... Oh... Like we get 4 silvers. It's a lot of silvers. Now we'll pick up another trader as well as a Feodum. Or maybe we'll take 2 Feodums. That might be better. Yeah, it's gotta be. I think this is just trade. We could get another trader, but like, 2 silvers now versus some number of silvers in the next shuffle. I think I prefer this. We could trade both of these Feodums. Let's do some math here. Okay, never mind. First player wins! Huzzah! Now I am 1 win away from advancing. I don't really know that there was a whole lot. Oh, I guess the big difference is I went for the Feodums early? I don't know. Alright, Church, Broker, Sauna, the Trashing. Family of Inventors can make Border Village a sad card. The draw is like Herald and Avanto. We uncover it. Although discounting Border Village could make it gainable with Engineer. It's pretty amusing. Not actually sure. The thing about the token right now is just not like an obvious target to use exactly one token on, right? And then who's gonna broker for favors? Doesn't seem likely to be worth it. So do we want to open Church or Church Broker? Feels like that would be pretty good. Makes it pretty likely that we can pick up a Border Village. I'm like, Border Village, the actions mostly aren't that important, but they do help with Herald. This is another board without plus buy, isn't it? Gains from Anvil, Border Village. And that's it? That's not too strong. Conclave is another card that Herald can hit, so we can get some payload that way. Opening Anvil, huh? There is some logic to that. I was thinking I wanted to hit Border Village, but now that looking at it, like maybe just spamming Heralds and Conclaves and Saunas and such is better. We still want to get a Trasher, but we could wait on the Church potentially. Yeah, I think having the gains here is going to be pretty valuable. I mean, Engineer could do the trick as well. Oh, wow. Okay, you're not even getting a Trasher? That I don't think I agree with. Oh, that's not good. Go ahead and take a Church here. This will be draw 2. We could do the discount Border Village thing here. Do Border Village Herald. Oh, wait, we're going to have the Anvil. Okay, maybe not then. Maybe not then. Just go like Herald Engineer, I guess. Doesn't really require our token. Alright, well, this could be annoying. Yeah. We frog the engineer, or do we take actions? I think we take actions. Let's go double Herald and then buy another engineer, I guess. Wow. I feel like the odds of this working out so smoothly for Nerdbound can't have been that high. Like, not this particular turn, but in general. Certainly destroyed me in Herald gains, though. Not actually sure how much it's going to matter, but can't be a good thing. All right, we're definitely... We gonna... Engineers in the trash. So they don't have an engineer, which means at most they can get 2 saunas. So if we take 2 saunas, we'd actually take 3 saunas, but that does not make sense. So we go sauna. I think we don't trash. And then I think we take a conclave. So in theory here, if they don't, even if they don't touch the saunas, we can pile them and then take the first Avanto. We have the only Inventors token, which means that they can't. Well, they do have a broker. They could take another. They could take favors to discount Avanto, I guess. Okay. That was pretty lucky. All right. So we're definitely drawing cards. If we're very lucky, we see the anvil. All right. So we go. I guess there's no reason to. There's still no reason to trash the engineer because the timing doesn't work out. But we can still take 2 Avantos. Will they be able to take 3? Don't see how. We can grab a border village while we're at it. Yeah, they should probably be getting 2 Avantos this turn, but I can get the last one. So maybe I'll actually have an advantage here. I mean, fewer heralds, but more Avantos. Fewer heralds by a lot, admittedly. 7-3. Maybe it wasn't even. Is it possible that with Sana Avanto and wanting to line up, I wasn't meant to take the border village? I don't think so. Border village does kind of just as much work. So the nice thing is we still have the engineer, and we have the conclave, so we have more payload. Like, we're going to want the last Avanto this turn. We can potentially gain it with the engineer or the anvil, and then we can actually look at greening already. I mean, it's got to be Border Village Avanto. Okay, well, I guess we're not greening this turn unless we want to broker like the church. I don't think I really want to do that. Probably just engineer Bravanto. Maybe. I think I want to keep the engineer around. What are we buying? I mean, I guess we could church the engineer and the broker and the anvil and just buy the Avanto. But I'd rather church coppers because then the heralds don't hit them. So, I mean, I guess I don't particularly want herald to hit broker, so I guess I church the broker. Also, do I want the anvil? Do I want another conclave? I think I want another conclave. I mean, maybe I want a silver, actually. But I probably don't want that. Until I'm the same turn that I'm greening, so that I can take the Aqueduct points. Maybe I shouldn't be taking another conclave. It's just, I will need coins, right? That's the big thing. And it's also a card that we can broker for cards if it comes to that. It is too bad that I didn't get to get a better draw there. Would have been nice to, like, if I hit 8 there, then I do take the silver and I buy province. Been good. I guess piles are low. Pay attention to that too. I mean, we have an engineer and an anvil. We can get a lot of estates at once. Not like a ton, but 4 in a turn. I guess we could consider engineering for another anvil to try to set up pile out, but probably that's not good. Favors. Whoa. What you gonna do with those? I actually have no idea. Oh, brokering border village could be pretty powerful too. Something I should look out for. Because if you discount gold, you can do border village gold. That's something. Mostly, I just don't quite know what the favors are for. Okay, so you have like no money this turn and didn't use one of your favors. Weird. Cool, so maybe I will get province tempo after all. Death card. Whoa. I don't get that at all. Seems pretty bad. I mean, it's a way to add payload, but like, why that one? You took 2 debt. Very confused. Wah. Did I save the border village? How likely am I to want to broker it? Likely enough, I guess. So I have more saunas than Avantos, right? So I should go Avantos sauna. Sorry, other way around. I have more Avantos, so I should go Avantos sauna. One coin short of province, as it is. Yeah, I'm willing to just play the sauna. Okay. So down there we have 1 sauna and 2 Avantos, which is pretty good. So I don't really need to draw more cards. The Conclave and then top deck the Border Village. Then I don't get to use Anvil Maybe that's okay. Thinking I'm going to engineer for a silver. We could also top deck the broker. But well, you know, I guess we could end up brokering a copper. Maybe that's actually just better anyway. Okay. Frogging that is interesting. We do still hit province. But we play this. Oh, we have both of our sonas in play. Never mind. But down here is another Avanto. Yeah. Not. Oh, I do have 3 sonas and 3 Avantos. Amazing. Okay. So I can not chain. I can gain the silver, and I can trash. Okay, so we have 3 saunas in play. Do we want to keep 1 copper? I don't think so. Well, we get 1 more BP out of it. Maybe we do. That's probably enough trashing. Probably. Hopefully. What is this? What the ruined village? I don't understand. At this point, I'd probably be willing to broker the anvil. Well, I mean, I'd definitely be willing to. Like, with looking at this hand, if I happen to hit broker. Yeah, it definitely seems like the Sana Avanto thing was more important than the Heralds. Either that or there's some other reason that this is going well for me. It's either A or not A. That much I am confident. Really need that all those actions? You don't want to frog that? It's gonna be. It seems like it's gonna be so easy to end up in the situation where the ruined village is just like constantly sort of in your deck doing nothing because it gets played by a herald, especially when you have 7 heralds. I might actually, like, for more Aqueduct points, like, gain some silvers and then just trash them. If I draw well enough. We really want to get as many of this silver VP as possible because that's like the easy one to get. I mean, if gold gets double discounted, I guess you can get it off of gold, but I don't know if Nerdbound is going to do that or not. I certainly don't plan to take favors just to be able to do it. Village. Okay. I mean, sure. I mean, now I can do that mid-turn, I guess. Want. I don't know if I do. That's not good. Seriously? Guess I was wrong about the amount of trashing. Well, frig. That's really bad. Holy crap. I guess... So it was too greedy. No province for me. We trash the anvil and take border village duchy. We don't get any aqueduct points though. I think that's more important. I think. I guess we could also do like... Oh. How did it end up like this? It wasn't only a kiss, it was only a copper. Like if I could hit province, I wouldn't so much care. Sadly, broker trashing engineer doesn't do crap, otherwise that would be the play. We can broker... Like brokering... What I want to do is trash more junk, but I mean, I guess my next turn should be fine regardless of that, so maybe we do just engineer for 2 silvers. Or I guess the other question is, do we need a duchy? Can we just take an estate? Because if we can take an estate, maybe we engineer for 1 silver. Do we care about the engineer? Maybe we don't care about the engineer. I don't know. I mean, it is nice to have the mid-turn gaining option. So we engineer for a silver, we anvil for a silver. We trash a copper and we buy an estate. Pretty disappointing. Yeah, this might be the turning point in the game. For sure. Almost all my stop cards. I have another silver. That's pretty much it. Well, I shouldn't say that's not quite true, because but if I had like a conclave or something, I could conclave broker trash. I guess the other thing I could do is rebuy the engineer. So we engineer for 2 silvers. anvil for a state and we buy engineer. That's not any better than just, no, that doesn't make any sense. Well, the question, I guess the question is, no, it doesn't let us trash both the coppers because if we're going to use the anvil, we have to, yeah, okay. There's no reason to do it that way. Pretty dumb turn. I think I'll go ahead and start with the border village this turn because there's no way that the draw from brokering border village is going to matter. And we can like broker a silver or something if we see it. Crash the broker. That's probably fine. The unfortunate thing, we lose the Avanto. Really annoying. I think we'll still be fine, but it's really annoying. I didn't find any gainers this turn though, so that's good. Okay, last two cards. One of them's a junk. We want to grab like the last three silvers here. So I think I want to engineer and then maybe we don't need to get all three of them. Maybe two is sufficient. We engineer for silver and then we broker a silver. We need the conclave money. We might want the conclave money. We want to trash the silvers, right? So I guess we could broker the estate. We can just trash the estate with silver too. I think we want to keep the engineer around. It's hard to replace it. Okay, so now we're obviously churching the Herald. I'm gonna trash a copper. Set aside the province. I guess so. And the silver. Anvil, discard. To gain silver. Silver, trashing. That. So if nerdbound never discounts gold, then it doesn't make sense for us to ever do it. It means we don't really need to take favors ever with broker. Did nerdbound trash the engineer? No. So they can still like do gain and play the another pillage, which would be annoying. Now, if nerdbound doesn't have a broker anymore. So if if they spend their token, which they probably won't. I'm not actually sure what nerdbound's supposed to discard here. Broker? Okay. Anyway, if they spend their last token and then I take favors, there's some potential. Wow, that was lucky. There's some potential for me to be able to, well, of course, they could always gain a broker mid-turn. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably better for me to never discount gold unless they do it first, so that I just have the edge in Aqueduct points the whole time. Do I trash a silver? No, because I can just do it later. So I go ahead and, well, play Border Village, play Herald. It doesn't matter too much. Oh, especially because I've already seen my church. Well, at least I can buy province. At least I can buy province. Should I trash the anvil? I maybe should trash the anvil. Like, what is the anvil gaining? The only thing it's really gaining is gold. And the only way that it's going to gain gold is if nerdbound discounts it, and then I broker for favors and discount it, which is really unlikely. So I think I will trash it. Oh man, they got to church last turn. They're probably gonna pillage me again. Ugh. My draw has been so bad. I want to pillage them. Fair. I mean, I guess too many silvers in the deck. I thought I'd maybe manage to trash enough, but no. I definitely can spare some if I can line it up, but not that turn. Nerdbound's going to have to go for Duchy. Actually, Duchy doesn't even do the trick. I'm up by 4. I mean, they can anvil for a state, I guess. Maybe I should have kept my anvil? I don't know. I want to be able to draw. I have the engineer. Well, they have an engineer too, so they can also engineer a state. So maybe they're fine to just take a duchy. They take a duchy, and then I province and take 2 estates. Then they take a province and 3 estates. They do lose. So, yeah. I will have like no gainers left at that point if they delay another turn, but all I need to do is hit province again, so that's fine. The comeback mechanism has to involve them discounting gold this turn, I think, so that they can get Aqueduct points for it. But then I can potentially get Aqueduct points for it, and I can actually get more, potentially. At the very least, I can keep it even. No, wait, no. I can't get Aqueduct points because I trashed the anvil, so maybe I shouldn't have done that. But then they can't get Aqueduct points until the following turn, and doing that means they're not gaining an estate, so it's a wash. I mean, I guess if they take an estate this turn in a duchy, then maybe it works. What's my response to that? Engineer for anvil, probably. Ironically, seems like engineer earlier in the turn doesn't allow me to get Aqueduct points. Yeah, the pillage by comparison isn't that important. Oh, actually, there's also the estate file out, although I trashed my anvil, so I don't have that to help me with that. Only gain 3 estates. They can gain 4. They definitely can pillage me if they want to. I don't think that's what they should be doing, though. Like, they might actually want to gain another anvil. They have more reach next turn. Oh, they need a broker, too. Because I can just not discount the gold, and if they don't have a broker, they can't get Aqueduct points off of it. Off of gold, I mean. They don't need the broker now. Granted. Looks like they're choosing not to gain in play because they're just top decking 3 heralds. It's a little surprising to me because I think, like, engineer for church, play 1 herald to draw it, and then set aside 2 heralds is better. I mean, it's definitely better, but it's maybe not better than whatever they're going to gain with the engineer, I guess. Okay, they just take a state straight up. Do they take another estate? Mm-hmm. Okay. Right. So the gold stuff will not matter. If I engineer for 2 estates and take a province, yeah, no, I need to. Their maximum estate gain is 4. Engineer with engineer, trash, and anvil, and a buy, but I have to use the buy. So if I what do we have down there? I guess we have, like, whatever. We're just going to broker the silver, right? Border village, and that card is church. Okay. So what we want to do... We engineer for anvil. Feels pretty silly, but... If we trash engineer to gain 2 estates and then buy a province, we're only up by 9 or 7. And then they can go province, double estate to win. That doesn't work. If we were to just gain 3 estates, they could go double estate province to win. We have to not touch the estates. We also have to not touch the provinces correspondingly. So we need to take a duchy, and then we need to improve our reach, which I think means taking anvil. We don't need the anvil this turn, but is there any advantage? We could anvil for anvil, I guess. And then we buy border village duchy. Yeah, okay. Now, the question is, if they take like 4 estates in a province, can I beat that? Four estates. Like, I might... might have needed to discount gold myself here. So maybe the anvil is wrong. We need to take another broker. They get first crack at the gold, but the gold isn't like any better than a state. Okay, so we church. We just church the provinces. Guess so. And top deck the Herald in the border village. I mean, that doesn't really matter much. I guess I could have trashed that silver, but probably better to keep it. No church this turn. Is it possible that they dud? Probably not. My deck is probably actually cleaner at this point than theirs. Maybe? Maybe not. They have an anvil. But maybe that's literally the only treasure they have. I don't actually know. I guess they have some silvers. And some spoils. They did top deck 3 heralds. Okay, they're going for the broker so that they can discount gold, maybe. The death card is the only thing that's letting them hit province, right? So, like, they kind of have to trash an action with it, like, because they can't afford to lose it, I think. Maybe not. I guess they hit with the spoils. But then, like, the spoils run out too, and they kind of need engineer for other things. I don't know. They got 2 Herald Whiffs, which is good. If they can't get around to the broker, that would be very nice. It occurs to me that I still can't engineer for gold and actually get... Well, I can engineer for anvil. But I'm still not... Yeah, I'm not going to get, like, much value out of the gold thing this turn. Oh, that's it. All right, let's go. They can safely take an estate. They're taking the pillage instead. Are you going to buy province? No. Okay. Is there anything we don't want to hit with the Herald? I don't think so. It doesn't matter whether we play or which order we play these. Although I guess we could play the Border Village. We might want to broker it. In fact, should we just go ahead and do that? It would give us more opportunities to like frog and stuff. That's probably correct. Let's go ahead and engineer for an anvil. And then... Oh, we're gonna... Oh, we don't need to hit 8, right? I think we can... We go Sana Avanto... Avanto Sana Avanto. They do have the pillage, though. Hmm. Maybe it's better to play Heralds. It would be nice to top deck 2 Avantos. Okay, so now we can just go 1 Avanto. Don't chain. Frog, 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 frog. Huh. All right. Now, I think I like my position again. We've got the same number of gains. We've got like actual payload in my deck that doesn't require playing my gains to get it. Like they've got the pillage, but to keep playing it, they have to gain more, which means they're not gaining golds or estates or whatever. And they just burned a silver and their heralds are missing. This is all great. Obviously discard Avanto. They didn't play any of their gainers. Yeah, I like my position now, even though I got pillaged. They like don't have the ability to regain the payload without, well, I guess they got some of the payload now, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and broker a border village again. It's just so strong. So we don't actually want to play the Conclave right now. So we go Avanto, Sauna, Conclave the Herald. Play that, we will gain a gold. Broker a gold. Probably the way to go. Enclave the border village. Do we care about having the gold in hand? I don't think so. Now the question is, no, it doesn't make sense for us to take province yet because we don't have we didn't trash the engineer. We can take the second to last duchy, and then that puts our opponent in a bind. So we, I mean, it would be nice to trash one of these silvers, but I don't think it's a big deal. Frog, 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 we church. We're gonna trash some, I guess we can just split the difference here, it doesn't really matter. Don't need to invent anything. All right, go only costs 4. That's why I drew so few cards. I was like, that was weird. I thought I was going to draw all my cards. There's something that we can discount to just make our opponent's deck a little bit worse. Like, they do have 2 brokers, right? No, they have 1 broker, but still. Herald? Yeah, I don't see an urgency to doing that, though. I'm afraid that there's going to be something I overlook. Good, 2 Avantos. I think I only top decked 1, right? Yeah. Although they don't have any pillages in their deck anyway, so they'd have to draw all the way around to even attack me. It's so close. I think without that sort of dud, Nerdbound probably wins this game because they could just like pop their engineer, take enough estates that I can't catch up. I think. But once the green started entering the deck and the Herald started hitting less often, my advantage in the Sana Avanto thing, I think, came through for me. Well, and I had the extra broker that I was using to draw cards with as well. It definitely had a better turn this turn, but I don't think it matters. I think my lead is now going to be difficult for them to surmount regardless. The 7 VP chips are just a lot. And actually, that is all their draw except for like broker. Well, and I guess 2 Heralds, but the Heralds have nothing to hit that draws except maybe a border village. They might have a border village. I'm not sure. I think I have 2, so they probably do. I don't know, maybe I was supposed to discount something so that broker draw was worse for them and I was less likely to get pillaged, but it's not clear to me what, like, oh, okay, Herald hitting Herald will work. Especially because it might hurt me just as much or more as it hurts them, because I have 2 brokers. Like, discounting Heralds would definitely have the potential to hurt them, but I mean, I guess what I'll say about that is that I think discounting Heralds was correct unless there's something that I needed to save it for, and I just wasn't sure whether there was something I needed to save it for. And I thought that the impact of discounting Heralds was insignificant enough that it wasn't really worth trying to suss all that out. Yeah, I feel like I should win here in like 2 turns. Okay, they take the death card for payload because they need payload. Which is good news for me because it neither attacks me nor gets them points. It's possible that what they need to do here is, you know, they might even draw the death card here. Only a 1 and 3 that they do, and they don't have any more. Oh, they have a border village. Okay, 2 and 3. Guess I didn't have anything better to broker. Huh. Okay. So do they just go for province here? How can that be correct, though? They're down by 5. Oh. Ruined market. Maybe they win. Wow. Wait, was that on top? It was not. Oh my god. What the fuck? There's a 1 in 5 chance of... Wow. That's deeply upsetting. And if well, I guess they knew there was ruined library there, but oh my god. If I discounted silver, I guess. But wow. That is ridiculous. Oh, God, these games are taking so long, too. Could have just been over. All right. Gotta go peasant. Peasant with what? Probably potion. I mean, there's both apothecary and vineyard. We're gonna want one. There's no trashing. I think it's gotta be potion. I mean, I would like to hit 5. Like, Coven is gonna be good enough, but I think apothecary is gonna be probably actually more important. Okay, well, we get the apothecary. Not that that was... I mean, that was obviously very likely. I think here... Oh, come on. Now, that's not right. That's not right. I'm thinking about Peasant Crossroads. I think we are going to want to play with Crossroads here. It's admittedly not, like, great right now, but... Oh, okay. They did miss their peasant, so I guess I can't complain too much. They did nothing on turn 4? That's crazy. They also didn't get an apothecary? That's actually crazy. I think I prefer up the apothecary to the Coven, to be honest. I think we need to continue to have plus buy as much as I would like to buy a peddler. Or maybe an envoy. This is a good shuffle to trigger. Or wait, I guess it's not, because the, well, I mean, soldier's gonna miss anyway. Still, I think that the opening shuffles have me well ahead here. Like, yeah, I took a curse, whatever. Probably best to just stop here. Probably. Because, like, all I'm going to do is get more money that I don't need to spend. But yeah, this will be a Coven. Okay, just take another peasant. Like, peasant is almost never worse than herbalist. We could end up with a third disciple, you know? I will want another Crossroads at some point, but... Oh, that order doesn't matter. Trigger or not to trigger? I mean, the thing is, we might draw the other fugitive. But if we don't, They both missed the shuffle? Hmm. What else do we have down there? One estate. So estate. One copper. So a copper, an estate, a fugitive, and okay, I think I'm gonna do it. I'm not confident about this at all, but okay, yeah, good. Perfect. Well, not quite perfect. Oh no, I think it actually is pretty perfect. Okay, so we want another coven. Probably want another coven. This card. Do I have a soldier? I think I. Yeah, I do. Okay. So I want to keep this one. I thought I did, but. Well, this isn't ideal. Do we want to take teacher? This game feels slow enough that it could be correct. I think I will. Two covens is probably enough. How do we feel about... Do we want to just take pizza? We could take scholar, but... I guess I'll take pizza. It's not super likely to work out, but, you know. At some point, we'll want Envoy. Maybe when we get plus actions on something, though. The one crossroads is probably not really cutting it. Did I disconnect? Or, I don't know. It looked like my chat window flipped, but maybe I'm just crazy. Oh, hey. That. I guess... Do it like that. Okay. Do we want to disciple the coven? Really wish I'd seen that earlier so I could disciple the apothecary. Well, we could just draw the coven. But do we have... We don't have another apothecary down there. We don't have much of anything down there. So, like... Disciple isn't doing a whole lot. I think we have already exchanged our soldier last turn. That's not down there. We have we have the crossroads. Though that's actually good, assuming we see it, which we are not guaranteed to do, I guess, but it's pretty likely. Now we are guaranteed to see it. Excellent. Okay, we're definitely taking another apothecary, and we could just take another peasant and upgrade this one. We've got a fugitive. We have no soldiers. Our opponent has 2 soldiers and a peasant. Fugitive. Our fugitive becomes a disciple. Their fugitive becomes a disciple. That leaves 2 disciples left. And then it's going to be hard to beat them to the punch, but it's possible depending on draws. We do have better draw in our deck, so I think I'll take the chance, especially because soldier is decent payload here anyway if we need to stop there, and fugitive is not even a bad card. Actually a little unfortunate that our pizza is gonna trigger a shuffle before our crossroads gets into it. Oh well. This hand is silly. I mean, I guess Apothecary does sort of help make that happen. Like, well, it definitely more than sort of, but like, it's still silly. I wasn't even like thinking about should I like draw some of these estates out of the way this turn. But if I had been thinking about it, I would have realized that I did the right thing because the crossroads was not in my hand. Is any reason to play? Okay. We do have another crossroads, but it's at the bottom of the deck, so I don't think it makes sense to discard copper here. I would have liked to see that soldier, so I could get a fugitive now. All right, I think maybe it's time for Envoy. I was thinking plus action, but actually maybe plus card on Apothecary is better. Maybe I shouldn't have bothered with the Envoy. You know what? That was dumb. Why did I do that? All right, I'm going to go with the plus cards because I've got the actions this turn. And now the Envoy is totally going to be overkill, but oh well, whatever. Wow, that is lagging like crazy. What is happening? wait, how do we want to do this? We're gonna play one Crossroads, or we could play the Envoy. I mean, they can discard one Disciple, but okay, never mind. That's fair. I mean, I think that was mostly a draws thing. That like I was like, oh, they got the Coven, and then they didn't see Potion, or like maybe they saw the Potion, but they couldn't get the yeah, they bottom deck Peasant, and they didn't get their Apothecary, and it was just like gross. So I mean, I think that was the difference maker here. I mean, I'll certainly take it, especially after what happened in the previous game. That's where I lost because of the 1 in 5 Ruin Market Bowl. That was not remotely on my radar, I will admit. So kudos to Nerdbound for spotting it. Like, that's, you know, playing to your outs. That's what you got to do. I think they deserve all the credit for spotting that. I still, you know, obviously what it was expected to win there, I think. So, you know, I think there's some karma in how this played out, but maybe not. I don't know. I don't really feel like I overall outplayed Nerdbound like noticeably in this match. So, you know, maybe who knows? I guess if you have thoughts on that, let me know. But either way, I'm glad to be advancing. I believe my match in the round of 64 will be against Haka 3. I'm not positive about that. I'd have to check the bracket, but I believe that's the case. Either way, that'll be coming up soon. So thanks for watching, and catch you in that one.